Hello everyone and welcome to the RORA Spec Miata Round 2 Race 2 review from Sonoma Short. Just going to be going through each of the clips from the second race and evaluating the incidents, saying who was at fault if anyone was, what happened, and how it could be avoided in the future. Alright, replay appears to have actually worked this time. This is the fourth time I've tried to open it, so hopefully this works pretty well. Now, race 1 was a shit show. It was fun, but it was a little dirty. So let's hope that race 2 was a little better. I'm not too worried about these clips being listed, or these comments being listed, because it's all publicly available anyway. So, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, so it looks like there's only 2 clips from Beck for this race. Looks like there is 4 from CT, and it looks like there are 5 from Kiwi. So let's identify on what lap these start to happen, and then I will work my way up to that point in the replay, and then we'll go from there. So Beck labels things 1 lap under what they actually are. So if he says lap 1, it occurred on the 2nd lap in Forza. So let's start with that. Just keep in mind this was meant to be a standing start race, so the outlap here is kind of irrelevant, just trying to get everyone in the right spot. At this point I was just reading off the inverse results of race 1, because that's how we set the grid for race 2. So here's my car, la-di-da-di-da, skipping a bunch because no one cares about this part right now. Here we are, nice rolling hills. Alright, so we should be almost there at this point. Now I believe I was starting 17th of 24, so I'm just going to move back to the last starter, just so we can get a good idea of when the field was approximately lined up, and we can go from there. Now I know, at least for this race, that the start order was correct, because we had a couple adjustments before the green, so there won't be any issues regarding the actual grid, which is good, because last time it was a little off Maple Valley, so it's good that we improved for this one. You know, nobody cares about this part, so I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit more. Okay, I think I had to back up a little bit. Yep, there you go. Now the field has started, so I'm too far up. So this is the race start, and it was kind of like watching a swarm of killer bees try to fit through a doorknob, if that makes any sense, because of how narrow the track is. Just look at that. I love that. That's just a great shot. So just for fun here, I just want to show everyone the craziness of a RORA start at Sonoma like this. So we're on board with Grumpiest09. Oh, where's the game cameras? There we go. There we go. Alright. So let's watch for Grump. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go. I don't think anyone jumped that. I think it's just reaction times. You can see everyone just fans out behind it. We're like 4 wide up the hill, and it's just awesome. Now hopefully we'll see the first incident back here like this. Oh, and we do. Okay. There it is. So now let's go back to our thing here. So Beck labels this as race 4. This is round 2, race 2. So it is the 4th race, so I'm not going to be too picky about that. So let's take a look at this clip and see what Beck saw that he felt warranted a clip. So just real quick, we have Kiwi Chris, Burnout, Most Wanted, Bacon, and Beck. Oh, alright, so Beck just gets into Most Wanted a little bit. I don't think that's really his fault. I think it's just people checking up. Yeah, he tucks up, turns it a little bit. Effectively runs back onto the curb. It's not really advisable, but he didn't, strictly speaking, do anything wrong. Oh, and then there's a crash. Alright, so that's what we gotta look at. Beck didn't catch it on his what caused the crash, but I have a pretty good idea it's going to be somebody being a little too sideways. Was there something else in this clip? No, he just wanted to catch his pass for the lead. Okay. Now, did anyone else get this? C-Tom also got this. So let's look at it from C-Tom's point of view, and then I'll dive into the replay. So here's C-Tom, haters gonna hate, and here's okay, here's Kiwi and here's Beck. So this is kind of what we're trying to get a look at. Now, so C-Tom's here, he's offline, he's braking early to avoid getting hit, gets hit from behind, and what happens here? The blue car there, that's most wanted. Oh, okay. So most wanted somehow got sideways, and that is what took people off. Thank you, C-Tom. So we've got the C-Tom clip and we've got the Beck clip. So now, what's this clip from Kiwi? Is this also the start? It is. So now we have a view of another driver who's riding it. So here's Kiwi Chris, and here's Burnout and Beck and most wanted. So the question now is, does Kiwi get sideways, or does it all just stack up in his face? Okay. So it looks to be whoever was just behind Kiwi that started the actual spinning. So I'm now going to close these clips and go back to the replay, and let's figure out who that was. So, where's Kiwi Chris? Was it Cal? I think it was Cal. It was Cal. Okay. So, we have Haters Gonna Hate, we have Kiwi, we have Most Wanted, Burnout, and Beck. Here's Cal. What's he going to do here? Okay. So Most Wanted, he moves over a little bit. Cal's kind of sandwiched, and there's the contact. There goes Kiwi, and that's all she wrote, folks. Just a little bit of contact, and people died. Now, I know for a fact that there's no way in hell that was deliberate, because Cal has a brain. But let's see what actually happened here. So here's the lead up. We can see a little bit of a clearer view. I'm going to slow it down. Haters, a little ambitious. Okay, let's... is he cut? Oh, yep, he does cut a little bit, but I think that may have been a ricochet. Oh, so there's contact before Cal goes over there. Alright, so it looks to me like Cal ricocheted off of Haters and just essentially ping-ponged into Most Wanted and Kiwi Chris. Absolutely not Cal's fault. Now I want to see if something happened to Haters from behind that warranted him taking that particular line. Or if he was just cutting the corner again. Let's take a look. Okay. Here we are again. So we're on board with Haters Gonna Hate. He's on the brakes. Still on the brakes. Definitely on the brakes. Turns in. Alright, so he got turned in on. So that was not a deliberate corner cut. So at this point in time, I'm inclined to just call this one a racing incident, but I would encourage Cal and Haters next time, if they're in that situation, to hold the brakes just a tad longer. So let's look at it again. You see he's got the brake lights on, or hang on, go back. Okay, so now we see he's got brake lights on, brake lights on, brake lights on, brake lights off. Now he's essentially full throttle now. The telemetry is not really good here. So he lifts a little bit. Yeah, he didn't lift through that whole thing. So let's see if Cal lifted or not. I'm going to take a guess that he probably didn't, but let's see. Telemetry is really, really unreliable for this, so I'm going to try to see what happens there. Okay, so he's quarter throttle, full throttle. He just never lifted. Alright, so warning to Haters and to Cal for not lifting directly from the crash. And I see somebody got destroyed back there in the background. Or is that Kiwi Chris just having a bad time still in continuation? Yep, alright, so he gets ricocheted off Skull Shot, and that's Kiwi that goes off. And then there goes Will, I think. Yeah, it's Will. So this is just kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's at the start, everyone's antsy, but just don't keep your foot in it if you're in a crash. Lift off a little. I know sometimes it's not going to be the advantageous thing to do, but sometimes it's the necessary thing to do to avoid a big pileup like this. So, yep, just a racing incident. Let's move on to the next thing. So that was lap 2, and I believe the next thing occurred on lap 4. So let's see if anyone has clips, and I'm going to predict that... Okay, Beck does not for this particular one. Now let's see... Okay, CT's got it. So let's watch CT's point of view. And just before I get to that, I'm just going to advance to that point in the replay. So I'm going to hit resume, and skip ahead a whole bunch, because nobody said anything on lap 3, which makes me inclined to believe that nothing egregious just happened, and I don't really feel like spending an hour going through the whole replay again. So we're just going to skip ahead a little bit. I'm going to get on CTOM because I have a feeling I'm going to see it when I see it. So now we're on lap 3. This is under caution, so this probably happened just after the restart. Skipping, skipping, skipping. Now we've been going green out of the bottleneck, which is this corner. Okay, Av, try to avoid hitting people under caution, please. I don't think he did that on purpose, but just watch where you're going. Skip through the restart. Yep, this doesn't really seem too crazy. Okay, just your standard attempted passes there. Good defense. Skull shot's got a good pass. Okay, so now that I'm almost at lap 4, let's go back to the clip and see what we're looking at. So this is in the first sector. You see C-Tom, Kiwi Chris, DJ, and a sideways car. Whoa, boy! Ouch. That looks a little familiar, guys. That looks kind of like the other race, because I clipped the wrong thing. Oh my god. Okay. Oops. So let's go back to here. Lap 3-4. I was looking at the wrong race. Oh my god, I'm so fired. Alright, well it's still C-Tom, so... Okay, he's in the last corner. We just watched this. Now... I'm assuming it's going to be something up here in this gaggle of cars, because that would make the most sense. Oh, yep. There it goes. Woo! Good avoidance for C-Tom. Now, this replay is a little too dark for me to see, so I'm going to go back here, and we're going to watch this from the point of Zai, also known as Burnout. Because it looks like he was indirectly one of the cars that started this whole thing. I'm going to turn telemetry off, back it up a little. Now, why was he so slow? Alright, so we're going to advance this now. So here we have Bacon on the outside, Cal in the front, Burnout. Looks like he's going to try to go around Cal. Okay, he's just barely taps Bacon. That'll throw both of them offline slightly. Bacon's going to get a little loose, but he's going to keep it. Okay, so that could have been a little better, but he at least didn't hit anyone else. That's fair enough. Now, why does he almost hit the wall? Okay. So I need to switch cars to get a better view of this. So we're going to go to DJ, who's 2 spots back in 8th. And I'm going to rotate the camera sideways. So we see Bacon looks like he turns in a little early, which that is a line, but you can't do that when there's a car there. And Zai, he just has nowhere to go. So, bang. Okay, so then he's going to shoot back across the track, and he's going to spin off of Corey. Alright, so now we're going to watch this from Corey's point of view. This is the meme machine. 97, LOL, get good. I think that applies to a lot of things that we happen to do. Sometimes we just need to get good. So let's see if we can see what happens to Corey, because he's right behind us. So let's see if we can see what happens. Yep, Bacon's just going to turn in a tad early. DJ's going to recognize that, peel off, and then bang. Okay, so now it's just, oh my god. Axel, you lucky motherfucker. Okay, Corey's going to do an excellent job of saving it here. Accuracy is going to kill him. Alright, so who did that? Okay, that looks like Haiti T in, let me skip ahead a little. As soon as you let go of the controller, it just kills you. So this is Haiti T here in the Allied Forces car. And this is, I believe, Skullshot in the black car. So it looks like Skull's going to get into Corey just a little bit. Nope, that's not Skullshot. Sorry, that's Accuracy. So I was going to get into a little bit. Corey's going to save it. Hades like, oh shit, where do I go? Where do I go? Ah! And he's going to bounce off of Av. And he's in the wall before he hits Corey, so that was not deliberate. So Corey here is just kind of an unfortunate victim of somebody else failing to realize there was a car next to him. Now let's watch how Corey rejoins. Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. Okay. He did as much as he could have to try to avoid the field there, so that's respectable. That's an example of good in-crash awareness of what's happening to you. So let's go back on C-Tom, because it looks like you got a face full of it. Yep, so you see Bacon, here's Zai, CT's getting Ninja, just going to avoid all that. Okay, oh, yep, and everyone just keeps wrecking in front of him. Alright, Av, what are you doing here? So Av's recovering it. Okay, so that's a questionable rejoin, but considering he was recovering from being sideways, I'm not going to do anything about it. Oh my god, what happened behind him? You guys just keep dying. Okay, let's look up at Nevada now, because he's the next victim in this unfortunate cacophony of death. Alright, so he's going to get around it pretty clean, I think. Yep. Okay, so what's he going to do? He's going to try to move over to avoid Corey, but Wadsy's not going to adjust enough. And then, yep, that's what happened. Okay, so Nevada's going to get hooked by Wadsy, but again, that's just unfortunate. That's nothing malicious. Okay, he's going to save it, so that was a good bit of driving. Okay, it's fine. Good God, how many things were happening simultaneously in this clip? Now, I think I probably got a good eyeball of what happened to this as well. So, who's that off? Okay, that's Garuda. Why did Garuda go off? Let's take a look. Okay, so you see me here. I've got Most Wanted right in front of me in this blue car, and I've got Garuda right here in the red car, and Corey, I can't see him at this point really, is over here. So we're going to real slow. Okay, now we're going to see Nevada get spun, and Garuda's like, oh no, there's a car there! So he's going to turn over, and I'm not going to have any time to react. And yep, so that's what happened to Garuda. Again, it's nothing malicious, it's just nobody really knew Corey was there. Alright, so now I'm going to catch up on this huge group. Avoid Wadsy. Okay, maybe not entirely avoid Wadsy, but avoid doing anything bad to Wadsy. Now what happened to Cow? This is like 5 separate accidents all in one. Let's see if we can figure this out. Now he's off, so he got clipped way early. Oh, it's... these two got it out again. Alright, let's see what happened here. So, Cow is free and clear of the original accident. This is a totally separate incident. And he's just going to go up the hill, mind his own business, take his normal line, and he's going to get ass rammed by Haters Gonna Hate. And around goes Cow. And then Haters is going to hit him again. And again. So Cow really... he was just the victim there. Now let's see what Haters Gonna Hate did during that little kerfuffle. Just telemetry, pause, and it's broken. Excellent. Oh, there it goes. So he's off throttle. I don't know how accurate this is because as you can see it's saying he's not on throttle. He clearly is. Brake, 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 brake. Ugh. Now, does it look like Cow braked early, or is it just... I don't know. So, it looks like Cow didn't really brake early, it looks like Haters just didn't expect him to do that. And boom. So, I'm not sure if that's a penalty or a warning, so I'm going to come back to that when I do the write-up, but it's definitely not a good piece of driving there. And how did Cow rejoin the track? Because that looked a little sketch. Let's see. So, I mean, what he really wants to do in here is he wants to try to get on the track and not really go over here, but along the right edge. So, okay, he's going to move forward, and he's trying to get off the grass. Woo, okay. Yep, there is an effort made to stay on the right, however, he does come pretty far on the track there. And you can see, none of us are really affected because, you know, we're going at normal speed, but if somebody was trying to pass there, they would have hit him. So it's not quite a warning, because he did immediately get back over, but just a be careful of your rejoin method. Alright, so now we're on lap 4, and I think that's the end of that incident. That was a doozer. Okay, so the next thing, I believe occurred on lap 5, which, if Beck has it, would be listed differently. This is Kiwi. Okay, don't care about that one. What's this? Yep, this is lap 5, so this might actually be the incident that I was thinking of. Now let's see if anyone else has it. Okay. Zeton won't have anything until lap 7, so let's ignore that for now. And this is not... this one deserves its own moment, so I'm going to come back to that. So it looks like Kiwi Chris is the guy we're going to want to watch for this one. So let me adjust the replay to Kiwi, and then I'll skip ahead until we get to that actual point in the race. Sorry about the cursor, it's kind of hard to consistently make it go away. Alright, so something has happened here. Turn off telemetry, go back. More. Apparently I didn't go fast enough. Right now I think too much. Go dark search, you the best. Oh! Alright, I think I know what he's talking about. Now this clip is taken after that, so now I'm not entirely sure what he's talking about. Or am I on lap 4 still? Okay, so I'm still on lap 4, which means that was something new that no one clipped. So let's take a look at what happened there, because that looks a little messy. So we're on board with Kiwi Chris, and we have Zai here, and we have Terminator here in the red car with Maybe, and we have Darkser here, that's me, in the orange, black, and blue car. So let's see if the replay cameras caught this, because this is a corner they're usually pretty good at. Oh yeah, they did, boom. Alright, so here we zoom in. He's going to tap him in the butt right there. Will it pan out enough? No. So I might need to change cars again. Okay, that's just useless. So let's go back to the game camera. And Terminator's, he was in this, so let's look from Terminator's point of view. So he's got Kiwi and Zai behind him. Kiwi's gonna outbrake himself, and that's gonna hit Zai. Whoa! Boom. Okay, there's the hit. He just gets ricocheted into. That's gonna ricochet into me, but I'm not really gonna feel anything. Okay, does Terminator get it straightened out? Good save from the 156. My God, Zai, that was a crash. Nicely done, sir. Oh, okay, that's new. What happens here? So we have Cow again, who's just having no luck in the world, and Garuda. Now Garuda's at the edge of the track, so I think I'm going to get a more meaningful comparison by looking at him. And okay, so he's at the edge of the track here. He can't really go anywhere else. And is he going to squeeze Cow a little? Yep. So Cow is squeezing Garuda, Garuda's squeezing Cow, he doesn't want to hit the tire wall, and Cow is just going to get ricocheted off of Terminator's nose, and that's all she wrote. And Cow died. And then Term died. Now I don't believe that we called a caution for that, because that would be within a lap of the previous, so I don't expect to see Beck slow down here. Unless my memory is failing me, which is entirely possible. Yeah, so confirmed we did not throw a caution for that. So let's go back now to this. So this is Kiwi Chris on lap 5, which means I've got a bit of skipping ahead to do. So let's go back to Kiwi Chris now, who has avoided crashing. Here he is. And now let's skip until he's a little closer. Okay, there's Zai. Garuda. Okay, so he's in the line. Skip, 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 skip. Now I think I passed it. Or did I? I don't know. Let's watch Kiwi's clip first and see where if we can tell where it is. Right, so this is in the back area of the track. And he's now trying to pass Avcracy, Garuda, and Zai. He's running 15. Okay. Oh no, Kiwi. Okay. That's all on Kiwi. Now I just want to see what caused it to happen. So I'm going to skip ahead again. Hopefully not too far this time. Alright. So let's just watch this run, and I'll try to explain why that wasn't a great idea. So the corner that they're approaching now... What's this? Are you kidding me? Another crash that no one saw? Oh, Jesus. Alright. I think I know what happened here. It's Wadsy. Oh! Oh, it's me! That's funny. Okay. So we'll do this one, then we'll go back to Kiwi. Now let's see what's going on. Alright, here we are. So here's Darkser in 24, and then Nevada in the pink 87 Sky Active. We're on side by side. I don't want to be too far to the right because of the tire wall. He doesn't want to be too far to the left because of the tire wall. I'm going to give him enough room there. And then you'll notice that we start turning in at about the same time. He still has technically enough room there. Okay, I'm mostly in front of him now. I'm going to start turning right. Oh. And dead. Wait, there's another car off there. What the hell happened? Okay, let's go back. I'm going to analyze this one first, and then we'll look at that. So it looks like... What happened here? So he's coming back on the track. We're both turning in the same corner. As this one involves me, I'm going to send the timestamp of it to someone else to have a look at, because that would be kind of bullshit if I did or did not penalize myself. So I'll have someone else take a look at that. Now, I think it was DJ that was off, which is very unusual. Yeah, he's just off the track there. Corey, maybe? Oh, you know what that is? That's Will. Why was he off, though? Okay, that was where Will's car ended up when he quit, so that wasn't actually a separate accident. Back to the Kiwi Curse incident. So let's move on to that. So this corner here, you can actually run a Forza clean lap by going over here. What we had said was to keep at least 2 wheels on the black stuff or the curb. Now I believe what Kiwi's going to do is try to cut to get around these two because they're sort of crashing. Let's see. Alright, so Av gets super loose, but I think Kiwi starts to turn in before he gets loose. So yeah, that wasn't why he turned in early. That would be barely legal. Oh, you lucky bastard. Alright, he technically didn't cut it. I thought he cut it, but he didn't actually cut it. Borderline cut, though. But he's going to hit Garuda, who is then going to hit Avcracy. And away we go! Yep, so that's a crash. Now let's just replay that in full speed again, because I want to see if the replay camera caught it, because it's usually decent at this corner. Yes! Boom! Death. So there you have it. That one was squarely on Kiwi for not taking an appropriate line through the corner. Even if Av did get loose, he didn't actually cause the contact that crashed the cars. So again, let's watch it again. So you see, the normal line is kind of like what Garuda's sort of doing. But you could also split it. Like, if he had split it this much, that would be totally not questionable at all. But, like, look at how cut it was. I have to think he was trying to cut it there. And smack. So I think that one warrants an actual penalty, because he effectively cut the track and then caused an accident by hitting somebody. So that's that one. Now the next thing I believe is on lap 6. And does anyone have clips of that? Odds he does not. Is this one it? Alright, this is Kiwi Curse's clip entitled "Gah!" from lap 6. And I am inclined to think that this was the same thing. But first, the start fail. So I'm going to skip ahead to the start fail now, which requires me to switch to Beck, because this shit was funny. Now we called a caution here for either the crash with me in Nevada or for the other one. Either one would have qualified for caution. But the restart here was extra special, and I can explain why. So this is going to actually need to look at Axel 4904. It's not his fault per se, but what happened to him heavily contributed to the confusion. So Axel was having a hard time maintaining a gap to the guy in front of him because his controller wasn't working. So at some point I had said, Axel, either catch up or just pull off and fix whatever's going on, because we can't really stop like that. So here he's going to move off. And at some point, yep, there it is. So he's going to let everyone through. And he's going to fix his controller eventually. He's just rolling whatever. Now Axel's way the hell back here, right? Obviously not in control of the field. So now let's go back to Beck. So now we're on Beck. And here he is. So the field is under control of Beck as soon as the field gets out of the bottleneck, which it looks like they're going to about now. So what you're going to see is everyone jump the start because Axel says go, as in go without me, in response to something that I had said. And Axel and Beck sound real similar on the thing. So at any second now, I'm holding this at like half speed, you'll see, yep, there's the false start. Beck's like, whoa, 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 trying to tell everyone to shut the hell up and get back in spot. So everyone's now trying to reset, and then he calls the green. So, yeah. So, I'm not going to penalize anyone for that because it was a communication issue, but in the future, if there is an aborted start like that, what we'll do next time is we'll get back to the positions we were in before the aborted start, and then we'll restart at the next convenient location. So what Beck did here was not against any rule at the given time, so I'm not going to do anything about it. However, if that happens again and you take advantage of the situation like that, you will be penalized. So Beck, you did nothing wrong to the rules, but you know you shouldn't have done that. So now that is not the actual incident that we were looking at here. That incident comes from Kiwi Chris. So let's go back to Kiwi. Who I think. Yep, he's trying to get back in the right spot, so good on him. So now let's go back to the Twitch clip, because this is what I was trying to look at. Here we go. Oh god. Everyone died. And that wouldn't have been... It just keeps piling in. Oh god. What did you call this again? Gah. I think that's a fair description of what happened. So, obviously, now the real race, you can see it was dark, so this replay does not represent the actual conditions of the race. I'm just going to hold it on Kiwi until I see who actually got crashed, and then I'll try to adjust. I want to say it's Nevada, because that looks like one of the cars that jackknifed first. And it is. So let me go up to him and see what the hell happened here. Alright, so we have a long train of cars, and directly in front of Nevada is Corey in the white car, 97, and then that black car center of your screen is Cow. And I think I know what happened. I'm going to take a prediction before I look at the clip. I think Cow's going to brake early, and everyone's going to kill him. He brakes, and everyone kills him. Separate accident happening in front of him. Okay. Well, that was fun. Now, is he braking early in response to something he sees, or is he just braking early to be cautious? That's what we gotta figure out here. Okay, yep. So he's gonna brake at the same time that I brake. So you see, here's my car, and you see here's Cow's car. Watch my headlights and watch his. Here's Cow's, here's mine. Ding, and now they're both on. So he's just reacting to the field in front of him, forgetting that there's people behind him who are going faster than he is. Boom! Boom, boom. So now we have Nevada, Terminator, and Garuda just stack up, unfortunate, and that's gonna kill Kiwi Chris, who also is trying to slow down. That's gonna hit Most Wanted, blah, blah. Now the thing with me and Bacon, that's just restart stuff. Cal probably didn't even have time to react to me, so I'm not really concerned about that, but what I am concerned about is how many people died after the crash happened. So let's look at accuracy in the 19. Because he kind of got the worst of this. Alright, so he's behind all this when it starts. Moving in, moving in, moving in, moving in. Pow, pow, pow. Pow. And he's just going to turn in too early on his own. So he just made a mistake there. And that's what spun Kiwi Chris, and that's what slowed down Terminator. So, no penalty, no warning, just I'm sorry. at least for accuracy. Now let's go back to Kiwi Chris and see if we can identify who drilled him, or if it was just Ab's unfortunate mistake. Because I know Kiwi was recovering from his first spin at this time, so let's see. Okay, yep, so the field is already crashed by the time he gets here. He's on brakes, bang. Oh, okay. So he's trying to avoid accuracy. He probably doesn't even see Nevada until it's too late. Bang. And that's why Nevada goes into the wall. He does a good job recovering. Kiwi gets hit by accuracy. I'm not sure how he didn't see him. Oh wait, no. Okay, so he got hit by Axel, not accuracy. Their cars are just extremely similar. So this is Axel now. And pow. So Axel's probably like, yep, just gonna clear Av, then good to go. And nope. Okay, so he tried to slow down, so no action there. Kiwi just bounced off the tire wall, and away we go. So, as crazy as that sounds, that is probably the biggest crash, but it's also one that had the least amount of bad driving in it. It's just a stack up. So for that reason, no action in this incident. Now the next thing is on lap 7. So let me identify if anyone has this. Beck calls... Okay, we already said... So that's the end of Beck's clips. So I'm going to minimize that comment now to get it out of the way. So the next thing is dive bomb on Wadzi at turn 11, lap 7. Sorry, Wadzi from CTOM. So... Alright, sorry about that little break there. We are back now. Alright, so let's get back to the instant reviews. Let's see. It was CTOM who was apologizing for something. So let's see what it was. For context, back in this thread here, he has a clip. CTOM has a clip labeled dive bomb on Wadzi at turn 11, lap 7. Sorry, Wadzi. Now, was that this, or did I miss it already? Let's see. It's very easy to forget what lap you're on. Alright, I'm inclined to think that I didn't miss it, so let's skip ahead now. Alright, yep, definitely didn't miss it. So let's watch their battle leading up to that, see if we can get an idea of what's going on. So Wadzi's in that silver and black car with the BIC labels on it, and CTOM is the main focus of this replay. So we got Skull Shot lurking there in the Necro Tools car. We're getting close to turn 11. Getting there. Right, yep. So they're pretty much alone here. Now let's see where the dive bomb comes in. Okay, this is turn 10, so it's going to be coming into this corner now. Whoa, that's a lunge. Alright. That seems legit. I don't know what that needed a clip for, but alright, whatever. Did something happen behind this? I have a note from Robo that something happened on lap 7. I don't know what. I looked a little sideways there. Was it something here? I don't know. But, in the interest of seeing if I'm missing something, let's go back a little. Alright. So here's my point of view. In front of me is Nevada. Bacon running off, so we come back on. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to go around him. He's slow. Brake. Okay, Garuda goes into the wall. Fly. Okay, that's his own fault. Continuing on. Alright, go sideways. It's fine. Save it. And we live on to fight another day. So, yeah, I don't know what was really important there. Whatever. So the next thing occurred on lap 11, I want to say. That's the wrong thing. So let's see if this was the one. Okay, that's Ga. No, what's this one? This is Ga. Oh, this may be the actual accident. So let's just watch from Kiwi Chris's point of view, because it might be abundantly obvious. I can always go back if I need to. Oh. And around she goes. So I do need to go back and look at that. Let's go back. Afkasi is the one who did the contacting, so it only makes sense to watch from his point of view. So I'm skipping back more, and I think it's somewhere around here. Slow it down. So track limits rule here. This is Av, this is Kiwi. See this red stuff? No. Okay. And he's borderline cutting it, but not actually. Coming back on. Ugh. So Kiwi Chris, since he was ahead, is allowed to take the line. He's left a space. He's done nothing wrong. And here comes Av. Pow. Now, because Av was technically speaking in violation of the track limits, that is squarely on his shoulders. So that's a penalty for accuracy. So, yep, that was not fair to Kiwi. Now he's waiting for a bit, but then Kiwi hits a tire wall and he's like, well, fuck this, I'm out of here. So, yep, that's penalty for accuracy. Now I need to skip back up to the front-ish of the field. Okay, now let's move on from that. Now, that's it from Kiwi's clips, so we're done there. The only clip that anyone said was relevant here was on lap 14. However, I've been told that on lap 11, something happened. So let's find out what it was, if anything. So we're on board with Beck. Now he's on lap 8. Skipping. Right, now he's on lap 9. Still not seeing anyone slowing down. And now we're going to come to lap 10. Alright, we're on lap 10 now. Okay. Now we'll know if there's a caution. Alright, so it was definitely on lap 11, because Beck is still at full speed. Okay. Still going. Now right about here is where he'd be slowing down. So it's something that happened in the field that didn't warrant a caution. So now let's see if anyone looks out of place. Alright, you just see me running a little wide. It's not important. I'm not entirely sure why lap 11 was written here. Like I'm confused. Unless it's something that didn't happen yet, which is quite possible. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. So let's go back to back again. See if we can see if he slowed down anywhere. Not yet. Nope. Still no caution. And as far as I know, there are no clips to indicate anything otherwise. So, still green. And that's the end of the replay. So let's look at the one clip that we haven't seen yet. So it's on lap 14, which is the last lap, and it says, incident with Darkser, Garuda, and myself, exit of turn 11. This is from C-Tom's point of view, and I can't replay it because it was on the last lap of the replay, which didn't save. So let me just make sure, because I just heard a noise on my mic, that it's still doing things. And it is. So here's the clip. Wow. So here's me. Here's Corey. Here is... Okay, that's Burnout. Here's Corey. Here's C-Tom, and here's Darkser. So CT's going to get split by Garuda and then me on the outside, but I think I break a little more than he did. So now we're coming out the exit in the corner, and... Alright, let me go back. So here you see Garuda's already got the inside, and he's going to move out, and I'm going to go up the inside of Garuda. And what happens here? Alright, so here's me. Oh, damn it. Is there no way to do this quickly? Light contact between me and Garuda. Him and I both a little squarely. And then we're going to hit again. He's going to get the worst of it, and he's going to go this way. And, okay. So he just got locked onto CT's bumper. And that's all she wrote. So not CT's fault at all. That's either my fault or a racing incident, so I'm going to have someone else look at that because I was in it. But, alright. So that's the end of that race. Thanks for watching. I hope this was somewhat useful. And now I got to get to the task of determining what the actual penalties are. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.